Hello, my gobbies. This is GGobbie, your graphite goblin. I am done with therapy, to put it bluntly. I just had my first therapy session with a new therapist, so I finished right on time for me to start streaming. I'm already in the chair. Unfortunately, I didn't have time to shower, but we're not too bad today. So I'm going to jump back into Divinity Original Sin 2. We are in Act 4. I had better do some audio, or some self-promo here. Get the link going. What the hell? Oh, right. Sanctuary. The cupboard. The hang. These guys. These guys. These guys. And this one. And just a reminder, I do have Microscape enabled. So those of you watching the YouTube VOD, feel free to, if you have Microscape, feel free to come join me over on Twitch when I go live. Come follow me over on Twitch, where you will get notifications when I go live. Let us jump in to Divinity Original Sin 2. Now, for that portion where it's just me on screen and my chatting screen, I do actually have YouTube Music that I still need to fully set up. So sometimes if I may go live a little bit early and just do some chatting before I actually start gaming, I may sorry, blanked out for a sec there. Where am I? So I may go live a little bit early sometimes just to chat for a little bit before gaming. I will have music playing, but I need to set it up so that I can't record that, or so that OBS doesn't record it, because otherwise I'll run into all sorts of copyright claims and it'll be a whole mess. Okay.
I read about a dwarf matching your description in the latest dispatch. And now there'll be another tale about you for our war owls to whistle across the four corners of Riverlong.
Pursing her bruised lips, Captain Oral glares up at the carrion birds circling the bloodied remains of her men that litter the entrance to Arx. She sighs heavily.
Where were you in all this?
You took care of business too late for my crew, though. All my best paladins are dead, whether by the hands of the Magisters or the claws of the Voidwoken.
The captain sobers and curls her lip at the Voidwoken corpses nearby. She spits a bloody tooth in the direction of the closest one.
What about this dispatch? Did it really mention me?
Of course. Word travels, especially when you have a network of highly trained war owls.
There we go. That over there. That there.
There's been a steady stream of reports flying in about a sorcerer matching your description, getting into all kinds of trouble. Let me say, I hope you're not bringing it here with you.
Well, I'm in a hurry. I need to find Dallas urgently.
She eyes you curiously.
You won't find the leader of the Magisters walking in the open in Arcs, not after what they've done. This is Paladin territory now. But check in with Lord Kem. He's conducting an investigation of all the Magisters in the Barracks. He might know something about her whereabouts.
How is it that you're facing two such different enemies at once?
Well, you've heard that the Magisters were colluding with the Black Ring, right? After the Voidwoken first attacked our city, Lord Kem investigated and put 2 and 2 together. It all makes sense now. To think they blamed all sorcerers. The only question remaining is why. The Magisters have a lot to answer for. Those left alive, that is.
If the Magisters and Black Ring are working together, both must be eliminated.
Obviously. Take care. I doubt this is quite the city you were expecting to find.
So I remember on my first playthrough, the way they would talk about Arcs as the biggest human settlement, this, shining city. I was also very taken aback by the mayhem that we encounter when we first get here. Oh, I forgot to recap. So last time on Divinity Original Sin 2, Definitive Edition, 358 over 2 days, 64, and Knuckles. Got encumbered. I opened last session on the romance scene. Send these down here. Add wares. Oh, these. Beast, what about you? Nope. Add to wares. Scoundrel, Arrow, and Persuasion. Oh, it's not nearly as good, though. You have Bartering. You have Lore Master. Belt of Talent. Yeah, equip that. And the wares. New shield we're equipping. Add the wares. Add to wares. Add to wares. Oh, I haven't updated Beast's rings in a while. Add to wares. Yeah, we'll upgrade this ring. Dang. Add to wares. Maybe I can buy new. Right, I forgot to equip these. Knight of Rogear boots. Wares. Not as good as the Destroyer gloves. These might be a little better. Crit chance, telekinesis, thievery, poison resistance. That 3 strength though. And level 17 bow, we can add that to wares. And to wares. But yeah, sorry, I completely got digressed by the gear situation. But so I opened last session on the romance scene where you are rescued by the Lady Vengeance. By Malady aboard the Lady Vengeance, and she brings you into the Hall of Echoes. And we don't steal. Don't steal. That's theft. Hey, giant healing potion. I decided, of the 3 of my boys that are following me, Ifan Ben Mezd, the Red Prince, and Beast, I rolled a 1d6. I actually tried to do a poll, but no one was here yet to actually vote in the poll. So I rolled 1d6 and decided to romance the Red Prince. We had a very lovely evening. The Lady Vengeance created a secret space for us below deck. Red Prince is a very passionate lover. The smut in this game is so well written. Yeah. It's enough to make a boy blush. We got to do something about our inventory here. What's that? Polymorph. Water Necro is Bloodstorm. Modern Scoundrel is the Aura. Did I do Hydra and Huntsman? Do I have a Huntsman book? F5. That's Geo and Necro. That's Geo and Scoundrel. Okay. Do I have a regular... Geo and Warfare, I think I have on Beast. Oily Carapace, yeah. Geo and Poly. Hydro and Poly. We've done Geo and Necro. I think I've discovered every skill type. Let's see. But yeah, then I tried to fight the Kraken that is plaguing the harbor over here. Determined that it is level 20, and I probably should be coming back to that at a later time. Higher level, maybe at least level 19. I was holding my own some of the time, but for the most part it was just overwhelming. They kept freezing all of my characters, and then it was just an endless fight just to stay alive. Oh, nobody saw me steal that. Okay, onward to Arcs. I should be doing this with the other characters here.
What a massacre.
Indeed. I suppose some of these people might have ghosts I should be talking to. Magister Swordsman.
A wave of sadness rolls off the spirit, sadness mixed with betrayal. The Magister was stabbed in the back by one they'd known as a friend. Sadness becomes anger as the spirit realizes what's happening. It is the ultimate betrayal. The spirit rages.
Okay, Iffin. Pilgrim Shell. Interesting. This way, next time I run into any sort of baddies, I'll have full source.
The spirit laughs. A terrible, cynical guffaw that says that the world is an evil place where no one is safe. But inside the laughter, there's shame. The Magister knows that he sinned and suspects that his death was deserved. The spirit laughs. He laughs all the louder, trying to drown out the shame. The sickening hilarity of the life he has lost consumes him. But as he faces oblivion, the laughter turns into a scream, and then stops as he's cleansed of his sins.
Okay. Yeah, if you still have a couple more you can munch on. These paladins don't have to see us. Don't have to care that we've eaten their friends. I want to check back here because there may have been some ghosts. No, I might have. Maybe not. Red Prince, you can still eat one. Alright, full source. F5. Two arcs.
Welcome to Arcs.
You have more to say than that?
Welcome to Arcs. You've picked a fine day for it.
Is the city open?
On Lucian's Day, you'd better believe it. City's a bit of a mess, it's fair to say, but the worst has passed. We'll have the place cleaned up in no time.
Has there been much damage?
Between the Voidwoken and the arrest of the Magisters, we've seen more than a few casualties, but the city herself is intact. We'll mourn our dead and rebuild. Arcs persists.
Is Dallas in the city?
She looks at you derisively and spits on the ground, close enough to your boot to make her point.
If she is, Lord Kem will want to know. Kem commands the city now.
Do you know what brought the Voidwoken to the gates?
Seems the Magisters have been dicing with dark magic. You'd have them to thank if there were any left. Many fled. Those who didn't died or ended up in a cell. Stay safe. Welcome to Arcs.
Welcome to Arcs, stranger. Our apologies for the mess. We'll have it cleaned up directly. Try to be careful where you tread.
Well, you seem to have had one hell of a Voidwoken attack.
With the Magisters gone, this will be the end of the Voidwoken attacks, I hope.
Why are you blaming the Voidwoken on the Magisters?
When a sorcerer uses Source, the Voidwoken come, so they say. But the Magisters have been dealing in darker magic. The Voidwoken came, bigger and more deadly. But the Magisters are done now. Take care, friend.
Welcome to Arcs, and a very happy Lucian's Day to you. Don't let the Voidwoken worry you. We have the situation well in hand.
Mostly. Doggo!
Where the smells? I miss the smells.
Oh, that's heartbreaking. Well, oh, Sir Laura.
Hold here, Quercus. I need a moment with our friend. Shield, we are about to enter the belly of the beast. To cross a threshold past which there may be no hope of return. There's every chance the servants of the Great Acorn will skin you alive, frying your bones and boiling your eyes. You could suffer most terrible. I am getting to the point, Quercus. The point is, the path ahead is dangerous.
After all we've been through, you're just now warning about danger.
I have watched you defeat monsters, villains, and a surprising number of inanimate objects. But your greatest challenge yet lies before you. I do not know what lies ahead, but the great acorn is almost here. I can feel it in my fur.
Your spectral fur.
The forces of evil will throw everything they have against us, but I need more time to finish my research. You have been a good shield and an excellent friend. Quercus and I both believe you can buy us the time we need.
I'm not sure. We've been through so much already.
What part of Quercus believes in you did you fail to hear? You can do this, my friend. We know you can. Now, it will take more than Quercus's ferocity and my wit if you're going to survive. You need power, and I think I have just the thing. After our last little escapade with your Void Woken, I examined the corpses you left behind. They were imbued with dark power. I believe Quercus believes, and I concur, that this magic can be used for light as well as darkness. Here, try this.
The squirrel lays his hand on you, and a strange feeling ripples through your body. A sense of power. Your mind opens to the possibilities of new magic.
Now, how do you think it feels, Quercus?
What? Strange. What did you do to me?
The smell is a little unusual, I admit. It harnesses the power of those that you've slain and lets you use it against those you've yet to kill. I admit, I thought it was a beautiful little piece of irony, but it is somewhat grim. I'll grant you that. But if you need proof that grim arts can lead to marvelous things, you need only look at Quercus. Now you have all the power you need. You were a wonderful shield as we fled, but we are not running anymore. Now you must become the Axe. Go, my friend, and lay waste to the forces of the Acorn. Hack them to pieces, snap their spines, and burn their eyes, and Quercus. Good luck.
Thank you, Solora. No, that. Sorry. Bit of a tongue-tied moment there.
The spirit burns with rage at the carnage wrought on Arx. Rage for the Voidwoken, rage for the Magisters, and rage too for himself and his fellow paladins for failing to see the danger until it was too late.
Take my leave.
The spirit of an older man observes the nearby painter. He tut-tuts to himself.
That poor boy is wasting his time, walking upon well-trodden paths. I thought I raised him better than that. Did you tell him what you thought of his little picture?
I don't think I've spoken to your son. Is he an artist?
A budding painter, a journeyman, if you will. I'm afraid I poisoned the well for the poor lad. He had to grow up in the shadow of I, the finest painter Arx has ever seen. I blame myself. I should never have encouraged him as a child. He could have grown up to be a merchant or a dentist, not embarrassing himself like this.
You're very harsh on your son. What have you achieved?
Are you simple? Why, I painted The Sacrifice of Lucian, the greatest series of paintings to ever come out of Arx.
Well, that sounds fascinating. I'll have to go see for myself.
They are part of a private collection now, Lord Kem's. Perhaps he'll grant you a viewing, but I doubt it. There's a reproduction on display at the cathedral. Not the same as viewing the original, of course, but it gives the great unwashed something to pray for.
the deed.
A pale young man gazes at the square, seemingly lost in his thoughts. His face and clothes are daubed in what appears to be red paint. Nearby, a canvas sits upon an easel.
Did you see what unfolded here?
I didn't just see it, I witnessed it. Now I must preserve it upon canvas for the generations to come.
I guess that's a depiction of what you witnessed?
He nods, a faraway expression on his face.
The great schism of the Divine Order and the ruination of Arcs. This will be my masterpiece.
Do you mind if I take a look?
I usually only display completed works, but, well, this painting's raw power is already plain to see. Here, feast your eyes.
He gestures to the canvas. It's completely covered in the same shade of red, layer after layer. It's sodden, dripping onto the cobbles.
Well, that's actually quite nice. I do love the colour.
A non-opinion. A true response to art demands perspective.
Why'd you settle on red? Only red.
Red is the only shade that matters. Life and death, true passion from within the artist.
He tugs back the sleeve of his tunic to reveal a blood-soaked cloth bandage around his wrist.
What the hell possessed you to paint with your own blood?
It was my father's technique. He was the finest painter of his generation, and he used his own blood for his masterwork. The final panel of The Sacrifice of Lucian. He was also quite the sorcerer. Magic-infused blood can be used to produce the most vivid effects, if you're skilled enough.
That sounds lovely. Where can I find this Sacrifice of Lucian? Can it be viewed somewhere?
For the most part. A copy can be seen at the Great Cathedral, here in Arcs. I visit frequently, for inspiration. But the original panel, the one that my father used his blood to depict Lucian's final sacrifice, was given to Lord Kem a long time ago. He keeps it locked away somewhere in that mansion of his. A masterpiece like that should be on public display for all to see.
Well, you'll never finish a masterpiece if you die from blood loss first.
Self-preservation is a petty concern. I must put the spiritual above the corporeal. I must finish.
Suit yourself.
I see you avoided the fighting.
You didn't get your hands dirty either.
Find some other way to occupy yourself, dwarf. I have nothing to say to you.
No, I have nothing to say to you, elf. Rude.
What's the deal? You after something?
No.
You're confident. I'll give you that. First wedding I've missed in...
Last time I checked.
That's where it came from. There's the blacksmith.
Got sword and shield over here.
Okay. Where's...
Business must be booming for you, all them broken weapons.
Dead magisters don't tend to buy weapons.
Still, the paladins.
Paladins don't need them either. They took the weapons off the dead magisters. I'll do business with you, but keep your distance.
Okay. F5.
You, eyes over here, yeah? I know she's pretty, but me wife's here to work, not to gawk at. Now, what'll it be?
Dwarven lesbians. What you got for sale?
Now that you're all done, why don't you just skedaddle on out of here?
Ruff. Accept.
Get out of here, you dirty mutt!
Roof. Guardian Angel. I should put that on Beast.
Roll up, don't be shy.
Doesn't really have much, does she? Oh, I sold her some of that stuff. My bad. Take my leave.
Get out of here, you dirty mutt. Back in business. Thank the gods for Lord Cam, eh? He sorted out them void woken. Now, what'll it be?
I'll take 6 res scrolls, please. That's fine. You seem to be selling weapons.
The elf stands in front of a cart, displaying various sundries. He warmly motions to you and gives you a broad smile.
Don't fret, my friend, and don't falter. You needn't call to Lucian for succor, for I am here to answer your purchasing prayers on this day of celebration.
We'll buy 13 res scrolls, please.
All those broken arrows. You've got your work cut out. Some are still good. What are you looking for?
I heard that the
Common finesse gear.
armed magisters didn't even let them surrender.
Not too loud. What do you think the paladins would do to us if they heard you going wrong like that?
Lord Kem's paladins back in charge. Barracks is still a free city, last time I checked.
There's bodies in the streets. This place isn't free, not anymore.
Ooh, a new dagger.
I heard that the paladins killed unarmed magisters, didn't even let them surrender.
Not too loud. What do you think the paladins would do to us if they heard you going wrong like that?
Dodging, lifesteal.
Barracks is still a free city.
Set crippled.
last time I checked.
There's bodies in the streets. This place isn't free, not anymore.
Rune slot. It's almost worth it. Lockpicks we will take. Trap disarms too.
Dwarven wedding interrupted by void woken. Brave doors party on. I heard that the paladins killed unarmed magisters, didn't even let them surrender.
Not too loud. What do you think the paladins would do to us if they heard you going wrong like that?
Barracks is still a free city, last time I checked.
There's bodies in the streets.
Yeah, let's buy that
This
dagger.
isn't free, not anymore.
Take my leave.
I welcome newcomers and natives alike. We shall trade. We shall talk.
Add to wares, manage runes. Wait,
I welcome newcomers and natives alike. We shall trade.
I have a new rune frame I can use. Mystical rune frame. Combine with.
We shall trade. We shall talk.
Another giant venom rune. Perseverance. Sure.
All those broken arrows. You've got your work cut out.
Cool. We like it.
I'm not picky, so long as the arrow flies straight.
I turn no. You're either the hunter or the hunted, my friend. Either way, I'll get you situated.
Oh, I don't even have the money for that.
Very funny.
about you?
I do not know you, dwarf, but Ross has proven a most generous partner. His people are welcome here, but do mind yourself. My tinctures are quite delicate.
More res scrolls. And a ring. Ooh. Divine Right. Huntsman, Aerothurge, Geomancer, and 2 summoning. It is still worth more than I have, though. Whatever, we'll just buy the res scrolls.
Hunters, I've got the wares you need.
Yeah, my way? F5.
They got damaged in the fight.
That should be enough shopping for now. Where to first?
There's bodies in the street.
That's the waypoint for Ark City Square. There's more shops down here, it looks like.
The man glowers from under his hood. You can't see his eyes, but you know they are trained on you.
You are equipped well enough for a barroom brawl, my friend, but if you strike from the shadows as effectively as you strike in the light, you may find my supplies invaluable. Is there more on your mind?
Nice. He has all the necro and scoundrel skill books. Those are some nice gloves here. A love grenade. Step away.
Come here. Look at you. Beautiful. Inside and out.
Foaming blood begins to gush from the eyes, mouths, noses, and ears of several bystanders. Their flesh melts away, revealing hellish figures beneath.
You spilled the blood of the advocate. The doctor demands a reckoning.
Right idea then. Oh shit, they're level 20. Move up here. Vacuumora. Summon inner demon. Demonic tutelage. I'm probably gonna lose this fight, but we're gonna give it a try. Ow! What does equalize cost? 2? Alright. That costs 4 and 2 source points. There. Spread wings. Oh, Gobbie, no. Yikes. Blessings on Gobbie. First aid. Shit, I should have done the rallying cry thing. Rallying cry, Gobbie. Damn. Down goes Iffin. Another swap beast up to here. Mass cleanse wounds. Soothing cold. Yikes. Terrified. Rupture tendons. Oh no. Resurrect Iffin over there. Blessings on Beast. Oh, he didn't move. Okay. Bring Gobbie back up over there. Healing ritual. Dodge it, please. Damn. Blood incarnate. Power infusion. Farsight infusion. got that all have very high physical armor. Except for you. You're out of sight, though. Oh, and you, too. Missed. Didn't love that. Got a source point out of you. Demonic stare on you. Let's fly up to here. No! Nice op attack. Incarnate range attack. He's out of physical armor. Gotta survive whatever this guy does.
I need aid.
Oh, red. Okay, now I gotta survive whatever this guy does. Resisted death. Op attack. This is gonna be where I die. Yep. All right. We'll just call it. So, that is the thing that I need to watch out for. That also was partly fucked by me not expecting it right there. But yeah, they are level 20, and until I can beat them, they will actually attack me at a few different spots. There are a few different spots for the ambush. Okay. I'm going to try that again, though, because I would like to not have to deal with it the whole game.
I know taste when I see it. Care to trade? We shouldn't take the risk.
Oh, I thought that was just a pair of pants, but it's a blank.
Blood begins to
All right, try this again. Shit. Okay. Hop over to here. Vacuum more up. Dome of Protection. Here. He's gonna fireball everyone else. Equalize. There, that helped. Now we're in the circle. Is there a magic armor potion? There. Maybe that'll help. Ow. Yikes. Iffin's been silenced. Maybe just shoot him. Op attack. Oh, Iffin's down. Op attack.
Healing.
Teleport you over there. Another swap. Yikes. Uncanny evasion on Gobi. Herb! Herb, welcome in, Raiders. Hey, I'm GGobbie, your graphite goblin. I am just playing some Divinity Original Sin 2. Doing something that I already know is out of my depth, but I'm trying anyway. Let's bring Beast back up here. Let's see. Bleep Nick, welcome in. Yeah, so this is the game they made immediately before BG3. Let's see. Maybe I'll try Petrifying Touch. There are a lot of clear differences. Like, it isn't using the D&D combat system, so you don't have like the action bonus action movement. Instead, all of it is tied to your ability points, so that you have to weigh doing something against moving, but also you don't have to deal with like spell slots or anything, so like you just have to wait for spells to cool down before you can use them again. Sometimes they cool down on the next turn. I actually prefer this combat to BG3's, but that's my personal taste. See if we can bring back Iffen. That's just my regular fatigue. Wow. Yeah. Oh no, Iffen, why are you too far? That's troublesome. You are almost out of magic armor. Do I want to do that now, or should I do overpower? No, we won't do overpower. We will do onslaught. No, we won't. Heart of Steel. I apologize for the ad about to start. Affiliate life. Ow! Didn't love any of that. All right, Beast is terrified currently. No! Okay. We can use... I think the situation warrants it. A holy hand grenade. But first, I should bless my beastie boy. Ow. Well, better than nothing. Spread wings. Damn it. Yeah, this is way out of my depth. Okay, we're just gonna reload. That was very clearly a loss. I had one character terrified and the other character was about to die, so. Because I killed a demon in Act 2, way back in Act 2, the demons working for the guy above him, Adramalik, are mad about it, and so there are a few different spots in the city of Act 4 where they will ambush me. One of them is here. Another one is... oh. Another one is down here. No, over here somewhere. I haven't I just got to Act 4, so. I could also go around these people to get to a spot to gain XP. But yeah, I kind of low-key forgot that those guys were level 20. And that's like kind of their way of restricting access to certain things for a little bit. And it's also kind of a consequence of taking out one of their leaders earlier on in the game. Ooh. Warmaster 5, I don't have that. Oh, wait, yeah, I do. Level 20 armor? I love just randomly finding level 20 armor.
Unloose them and I'll kill you.
That's a huge upgrade.
I'll be Lucian, and you can be the icky Voidwoken.
But I don't want to be the Voidwoken. I'm always the Voidwoken.
I'll take those. Oh, that's a level 20 dagger, too.
Me, Damien. I'm Lucian, and I'll kill you.
Pick up. I guess I'll put that in my offhand. It'll get outclassed at some point, but pull that rune slot out. Right, I wanted to go this way. How are you, Herb? How was stream? I don't know if you're still here. It's fine if you have to raid and run.
Foaming blood begins to gush from the eyes, mouths, noses, and ears of several bystanders. Their flesh melts away, revealing hellish figures beneath.
Good.
You spilled the blood of the advocate. The doctor demands a reckoning.
Okay, guess we're doing this again. Ow. At least now they don't have quite the height advantage on me. Equalize. Tentacle Ash.
Glory.
I spoke too soon. They absolutely had a height advantage on me. Well, I didn't save after getting that level 20 armor. That's very disappointing. I didn't think I got close enough to aggro them, though. Okay. I guess I'll go talk to Lender Ken.
I heard that the paladins killed unarmed magisters.
Confess your sins. You will find no mercy.
Please, you've got to help me. My wife, they want to kill her. She didn't do anything wrong. She was just trying to save lives, but no one will listen. You have to help. Please.
Now, I could save you, darling, or, and this is really tempting, I could grab some nuts and join the show. Oh, enjoy the show. I suppose I could join it too.
What? No, please. You have to help. You have to save her.
I have the villain tag, so I'm kind of enjoying some of the dialogue options of that.
The paladin looks up at you through a bruised and swollen eye. She spits a gob of blood on the cobbles before she speaks.
Come to see the show, stranger. I'm afraid you've missed most of the slaughter, but there's still blood to be spilled.
Step back from the prisoner. You are interrupting a paladin court, stranger.
You can't call this a court until the end of days, Kem. It's still a disgrace.
The prisoner will be silent.
He's just Cam. Anywhere else he'd be a 10. I don't remember the rest of the song, but that joke always comes to mind when I see Cam. He is very blonde. He has a glorious golden beard. He does not have a Barbie, however. I think his wife is named something else. Oh, pardon me. I want to hear where this is going.
Paladin de Selby, you have been declared guilty of insubordination. When our brothers drove out the supporters of the Black Ring, you refused orders and took up arms against Divinity.
Have you lost your mind, Kim? A couple of corrupt whites doesn't mean the whole order has sided with the Ring.
They mean white magisters, as in their robes are white, just so we're clear.
They were local boys you killed. Good folk. I wasn't going to murder innocents.
Silence! Your trial is complete. Your sentence is set. And my patience is thin.
Well, you know what you're doing. Go on.
Without looking once in your direction, Kem hefts his sword.
It is time, Paladin.
Kem, please. Kill me if your damned honor demands it, just not here. Not in front of Marie. Take me to the dungeon.
Justice must be seen. It cannot take place in the shadows. Make your peace, Paladin.
Please, don't do this. Not in front of her.
May her sin be forgiven and her name forgotten. This we pray in Lucian's name.
07.
Now,
Paladin de
back to your
Selby.
duties. There is much to do.
Yeah, he one-shot her. And I immediately loot it. Oh, God. Grieving Marie.
You let them kill her. You... Oh, sweet Lucian. Oh, blessed divine.
So I'm doing this run, and it sort of steadily built up to it as I kind of progressed through the game. But I am doing this run as kind of an asshole. It reminds me of when I did a Dark Urge run in BG3, where I had to kind of like invert a lot of my morality and do the worst thing a lot of the time. Just because I want to kind of like see what the options are a lot of the time. I feel like the villain side of games like this tends to be really underdeveloped, and I found that there were a few holes in the plot of BG3 if you play villain, go down a villain path.
Come on, damn you. Stop bleeding.
The paladin presses a wad of fresh bandages upon a steadily bleeding leg wound. For a moment, it seems to work, but then the bleeding suddenly gets worse.
Damn it!
Actually, embracing the Dark Urge, you hear, isn't that easy for players versus just being a little bad. Yeah, so... And I call him my murder hobbit. His name was Pelin. He was a halfling shadow monk, and I made him as serial killery as I could. And I had some fun with it. So Shadow, I think it's Way of Shadow. You get the ability to create a shadow cloud around you. So I was able to like avoid anyone witnessing the murder. You also, later on, you get the ability to teleport between shadows freely. No spell slot, nothing. You can just do it. It was a lot of fun. How'd you get that wound?
One of the Magisters didn't know when he was beaten. Drove a spear into my knee. He should have aimed higher, though. I didn't give him a chance to land a second blow.
Would you like a healing potion?
My thanks. This is just what I need.
The potion takes effect, but then your ear catches the faintest sound of angry whispers, and the bleeding suddenly intensifies. The paladin claps her hand over the wound in an effort to stem the flow of blood.
What's going on? It looks like it's nearly stopped. Then it just starts again.
Okay, let's try the Bless spell.
The bleeding stopped. Thank you. Wait. No. It's starting again.
Huh. You!
The spirit of a Magister jabs a spectral finger into the paladin's wound, while muttering some profane-sounding curse.
Stop what you're doing.
I'll do as I please. This paladin filth hacked me down right here in our headquarters. She's going to suffer for what she did to me.
Really? Vengeance? Right, in the city of Lucian? Didn't work.
The spirit shoots you a hostile look before continuing to mumble curses to agitate the paladin's wound.
Well, I can think of worse reasons to eat someone's soul.
At last. Thank you. The wound's closed over. Thank you. Here, I found this on one of the Magisters. It looks valuable. Take it, with my thanks.
Oh, this isn't considered stealing? Cherry necklace. Hydro, Persuasion, and Perseverance. I'll pick it up. I don't know if anyone wants that, though. Yeah, I can just grab all this stuff. We do like free stuff. Oh, right, the prison. I normally actually come through here backwards because I normally go to the sewers first, and then one of the doors leads out here.
Piss off, paladin scum.
Watch your mouth.
Why? What'll you do? Kill my friends and lock me up? Go and die.
Wow, okay.
Come on, let me
She spits at you. From the darkness of the look in her eye, there'll be no talking to her.
Blocked grating.
The damn cells were empty. The Magisters arrested hundreds, but they're not here. They're gone.
Huh. There's a source point in there. Not that I need it.
Where are all the prisoners? Where did they go?
Potatoes?
Don't listen to what she says. Her evil will slither into your brain through your ears. That's how they stay back. It's for your own good.
Why? Who's... Oh, what's behind that door?
Found the undead freak here already chained up by the Magisters. They say she's a witch. I say...
Her voice freezes into a harsh whisper.
I say she's a demon.
So you're holding this witch prisoner then?
Damn right. Lucian spoke of creatures like this Windigo. They spread their black magic to our children with songs and stories. Makes me sick. Our little ones, tools of demons.
I've encountered this Windigo. It was not a pleasant event.
You know this trickster?
I have wandered the land high and low, asking after her. I come bearing word of her vital weakness. Nope.
Seems to me like you go in there and roil that demon up. You just move along and let the professionals handle this.
Rude.
You really think she's all that dangerous?
Dangerous enough that she's got to be kept in that fancy cell. The only way to keep her nasty stuck inside her head and away from our kids.
Whoop. Oh, I do remember this. How is she still alive? I killed her in Act 3. I don't remember doing this on my last playthrough.
Paladin, do you miss it? How did you...
Oh, what was I saying? So yeah, Murder Hobbit. Like, I had to kind of invert my morality a whole lot to do the bad things, and I ended up doing a lot of very bad things in Baldur's Gate 3. But yeah, you end up either killing directly or indirectly a lot of NPCs, and then you don't have their quests later on, and therefore you don't have access to a lot of quest rewards. And it can make things a little bit harder.
What's this? Who are you? Give me room, dwarf.
She cradles her head in her hands, then pivots towards the prisoner. Her mouth opens, yet nothing spills forth. No sermon, no screed, no threat. She turns back to you and grimaces.
Too late. The spark's been snuffed. I trust you come bearing gold or godhood for me to have interrupted such a sensitive interrogation.
All right. What's all this then?
The Magisters conquired the songs of swords using their collars and cages. I would normally call it a cruelty. But this Windigo thing, she must be contained. We found her here, already imprisoned, cursing the Magisters with hexes vulgar enough to turn even a dwarf's cheeks red. The evil is strong in her. Her words are soaked in it. They squirm into your mind, planting warm memories you've never had, mesmerizing you with candy-sweet sights and scents.
Visions of Windigo's attack on the vessel sailing to Fort Joy fill your head. You look to the sound, and your memories contort and coil. Windigo cradles you in her arms, stroking your head as the waves crash around you. I'm sorry, Buttercup. I was bewitched by his promise. Forgive me. You shake your head and the vision is gone. Your eyes rest not on the prisoner, but on the paladin.
I hold my hand to her head. I ease her worry, show her peace. You can trust me with this prisoner.
The paladin sighs, in, then out. Her jaw relaxes, her hands unclench.
A sorcerer? You penetrate my thoughts as she does, yet you leave behind clarity. Not fantasy. I understand now.
You are as dangerous to her as she to us. I will give you the space you need, then. May Lucian be your guide. Things are under control, for now.
Wait for them to leave before I do something silly. F5.
You step up to the cell to look at the skeleton you know to be Wendigo. The barrier mutes her source, but it isn't her source you fear, but something more, a shadow. She says nothing, but you still hear her words.
An unexpected pleasure. For both of us, I'm sure.
She looks to the nearby device, and an urge engulfs you. An urge to power down the device to release Wendigo from her cell.
What's there to be gained by freeing you, I wonder?
Her mouth remains closed, yet her voice settles in your mind like a damp fog.
There are others. His chosen. Yet I am no longer among them. They seek what you seek. The hammer. I am ready to share what I know. The God King rejoices as long as I am chained. Free me, and we might hobble him.
The voice is gone. Wendigo is still.
Well, she makes a compelling argument.
You reach your hand towards the device, and your inner source is stifled, as if you'd never rid yourself of that cursed collar.
I recall the blacksmith in Fort Joy that removed my collar. They try to copy her technique and disable the device.
After a bit of tinkering, the machine whines pitifully, and the shield surrounding the cell flickers off.
Come to me, sweets.
She steps forward, slowly but confidently. She holds out her hands, bony palms up. They emit no fire, no ice, no curse.
It just occurred to me that I only had that dialogue option, I think, because I did something way back in Act 1. So that's kind of cool.
The God King no longer grants me his favor. Mask ripped from me and flesh flayed to bone, because the God-woken still walks Rivellon. Now he's chosen another. I should hate you for what you've done to me. Hate you for the hell I've lived. But I hate him so much more. He loved me when I was useful. He cast me out when you failed to die. Go to the new chosen. See that he suffers. See that the God King suffers. In your name and in mine.
Right, get to the point. Who was this other chosen one you mentioned?
Linderkem. The God King's current beloved. No more skin in his real bones than on a peeled jackfruit. And it is not only his ear the God King whispers into. The dwarf called Isbel. She bends to the King's every whim. If you want to get to the God King, you go through Linderkem. You topple his Tower of Lies.
About Kem.
No, the God King's special boy.
Kem is Black Ring? How can you be so certain?
It wasn't difficult to figure out, I assure you. I came seeking Dallas. Kem wants her, too, as anyone could tell you. I crashed one of Lady Kem's little tea parties, did a little snooping. The Void's vapor there was plain as night to me. You'd suppose we should work as one, but no. The God King loves to play his game of favorites. Kem was promised a place at the table, and he's doing what he must to secure it. Alone.
And Isbel. I've heard that name before.
Yes, her.
How can you be sure that Isbel is working for the God King?
Goodness. How could I not? Her work on Black Peak Isle is legendary, or so she tells it at least. The king has an eye for the arrogant. They make such valuable stewards as they clamour for his favour, as I well know.
Where's Isabel hiding?
I can't say for certain, but I bet you could simply sniff her out. She's got quite a nose for the fetid. Find the foulest pile of shit you can, and she'll be wallowing in the middle.
How'd you end up in this cell?
The God King. He said if I could find Dallas, eliminate her, I could take my place by his side again. But Kem, he doesn't like competition. All it took was a few whispers. They spread to the Magisters quickly. The Magisters, they've got ways of silencing Source. They knew exactly what to do. The Paladins, well, when they found me, they'd no idea what to make of me.
You're still bound by the Covenant. What comes next for you?
I go to Kem. Or his estate, rather. He's got a Swornbreaker scythe. It'll free me from the Covenant. I'd be mortal, yes, but no longer a slave.
This creature, this monster, would have seen us drowned at sea. Kill her.
If the God King has truly abandoned her, then this is our chance to slay her once and for all.
Wendigo has done nothing before to earn my trust. This changes nothing.
Well, the boys are right. You already blew your chance to do the right thing. You're done, Wendigo.
And so it is. I will break the contract, God Woken. If not with your help, then in spite of it.
What level are you? 17. And there's just one of her. Granted, she could be very powerful. Oh dear. Up she goes. Ow! That wasn't nearly as bad as the other thing, though. That one hurt. Nothing personal. Yeah, rupture tendons. I missed. Annoying. Adrenaline. Flurry. Haha. I blew up an explosive barrel next to her. Tentacle Ash. No staff for you. Let us bless this fire.
Prepare yourself.
Soulmate on Gobbie. First aid on yourself. No, we don't fortify. Encourage. Nether swap with Wendigo. Soothing cold. Yeah, we'll drag her up here.
Glory is mine.
That didn't do a ton because everyone has Holy Fire. They all have the Holy Fire status, which boosts their fire resistance. So that worked out pretty well. Shackles of Pain on Wendigo. Backlash. Battering Ram.
I'll yield to none.
Crippling Blow. Let's see. Fly over there.
Prepare yourself.
Ballistic Shot. Reactive Shot. If she tries to move within that ring, she'll get shot by Ifin. Bounce and Shield. Restoration. She is undead. Oh! No, that did heal her. Whoops. Favorable win. Right, she has Perseverance. Gag Order. Get rid of some of her magic armor. Mosquito Swarm. Oh, the fire returned to normal. I could use Onslaught on her. That might be overkill, though. Oh, she's out of physical armor. Let's just chicken her.
Glory is mine.
Nice. Yeah, just shoot her. And again. Zap. Armor of Frost on Ifin. Let's make it rain.
Windigo's spirit quakes. She is no longer the arrogant banshee that summoned a kraken and brought down a magister vessel, but a fearful child bracing for parental punishment.
He's close, so close. Can't you feel him, Godwoken? The king approaches.
I search my mind, search the air. Aye. The Gold King does indeed approach.
A moment of silence passes, and then Windigo's scream splits the air.
He's tearing away my soul, Godwoken. Cast me to the void if you must, but do not let him take me.
I summon all the source I can muster and tug at the spirit. The God King must be denied.
Windigo's spirit flutters and writhes. Your skull squeezes tight, and your throat burns with fire, but the substance of her being is nearly yours.
God King! I reject your will! This is not your dominion!
Your head shrieks, as if split in two by the God King's umbrage, but you have overcome. Wendigo's source funnels into you in steady gushes as you sling her spirit into the void.
Username, welcome in. Oh, I forgot to mention it, but username reminded me. I do have, and it's only been about a week now. It is steamy in here. I have Microscape enabled. Microscape is an idle game that Twitch streamers can enable on their channel. It's free, it doesn't cost anything, and it's very easy to set up. And it can viewers that also have Microscape will accrue time while watching your channel. And you can use that time to send your character out to go crafting, fighting monsters, that kind of thing. It's very cute. I think I have... Oh, I don't have a window open for it, but it's just cute. I've been kind of addicted to it. I probably should check on my character, because I think I'm probably done with whatever task I had. Yeah, it's just kind of a thing that runs in the background. It doesn't really disrupt anything. But it is something that channel viewers can spend channel points on. And it doesn't have to be my channel. It can be any channel that has it enabled. It'll actually, like, pop up with... you can click on a thing and it'll show you streams that are currently doing events for it. And it'll also show any of the streamers that you currently follow. Any of the streamers that you follow that have Microscape. It's kind of a... I think it's derived heavily from RuneScape, if I understood correctly.
What do you suppose the Magisters are doing with her?
A creature that powerful?
Hey, lucky find.
Send her after the young to spread Dallas's lies.
Hey.
Maybe. I guess the Lawmaster will figure it out.
Warfare, Pyro, and Hydro. Beast. F5. You needed new rings.
That undead witch. Heard her talking about some kind of covenant.
That's the demon's way. They give out promises like sweets, lure in the weak. Don't listen to what she says. Her evil will slither into your brain through your ears. That's how they do it.
What if I took Sir Laura's source? I think it would just remove him from the game entirely. I like Sir Laura. I didn't save Scum keeping him alive, but... That's annoying. Bloodstained Journal. The experiments continue apace. I've suffused prisoners with the mind maggots just as planned. So far, none have come to fruition as a full Geist. There's a lot of activity happening outside. I can hear fighting, but I don't have time to investigate. I must craft a full Geist before Lucian's Day. The Paladins have locked me here, in my own investigation cell. They say I'm under investigation for colluding with the Black Ring. Unbelievable. It's been days. No word, no sign, nothing. I have no idea what is going on in the outside world. My experiments have wasted away to nothing. One of the Paladins came last night. He said they know I've been colluding. He said he'll come by to question me tomorrow. I have no idea what's going on. The rest of the journal remains blank. And where's? I don't normally look that closely at the stuff here. Hey, Hope Child, welcome in. If there is any truth in this pamphlet, you can make an actual love potion and, if your beloved isn't feeling especially thirsty, even throw it at someone. As it explodes, it releases its fumes and charms those who breathe them in. Apparently, you only need honey, how poetic, and a rather rare magical heart-shaped bottle. Stream's going well. I wasn't expecting to stream tonight. I wasn't sure how long my therapy session would go, but it went for standard hour, so. What do you mean? Does no one have telekinesis? Okay. Yeah, therapy went well. It was kind of an intake thing, so I just sort of dumped my life story. Yeah, and I mean, she seems a bit young, but I'm not gonna let that scare me away necessarily. But I did tell her, like, I've had therapy before, and sometimes it does feel like all I'm getting are platitudes and not really solutions or off ramps. Yeah, sorry, it's it's not Wednesday yet.
Maybe they escaped. 500 escaped. Would have noticed.
Maybe I'll
Who
talk
are
to...
you? Did Lord Kem send you about the missing prisoners?
Missing prisoners? You paladins are either poor wardens or poor record keepers.
Hardly. The jailer's records are clear. 564 men and women were signed in and never signed out again. I'd say this was an oversight in record keeping, but I know some of those names. And they are nowhere to be found.
And where could they have gone?
That is the ever-elusive mystery. These weren't escape artists. They were thieves and drunkards, imbeciles and liars, heretics and fools. The crudest of the crude, turned from slugs to smoke. Poof.
I love that I can just, like, casually loot their stuff. It doesn't mark any of this as stealing.
Prisoners can't just vanish.
Yeah, and she kind of understood what I was saying, that, like, I'm open to more intense, sessions.
According to this, 564 prisoners are unaccounted for.
Maybe they were shipped to...
Because, like, and I told her, you know, my mom was a psychiatrist. I've grown up in a mental health conscious family. So, like, I'm not really afraid of any of that, if that makes sense. And I feel like I understand it better than the average patient. You know, I told her, like, I don't have a formal education on it, but I feel like I will at least know what you're talking about, more or less.
Prisoners can't just vanish.
Yeah. Rootin' tootin' for me. Rootin' tootin' cowboy? I missed MB's stream earlier. I feel kind of bad about that, but Marco Meatball. Hey, holy hand grenade.
Maybe they escaped.
I think I saved my streak because I watched a little bit of his VOD. Yeah, Marco Meatballs, one of my other influences as a content creator, is currently doing a long playthrough of all the Kingdom Hearts games. Yeah, okay, I'll take a moment to show everyone Microscape. Let me log into it on my PC here. Let's take a small detour. This is Microscape. I'm currently idle. That's a problem. But Microscape is just an idle game. An idle, you know, fantasy game where you basically just use your journal. That's different. Did they rename that? Or maybe that's a desktop thing. You can access it from your phone too. It's not just a desktop thing. But apparently I have 25 hours of game time. I think it caps, but you can increase the cap by doing stuff. Oh, interesting. I have to look into how audience favor works. But yeah, if you watch any streamer that has Microscape enabled, you can accrue time normally by chatting and also by spending channel points. And there's also a channel point thingy in there for you to gift an hour to everyone in chat. And sometimes you'll get like a few people doing that, and so you'll get a whole bunch of hours just doing that. But you can... Oh, I can fight gobbies now? Nice. Actually, one thing I want to do... Crafting. I need to make some leather. Oh, I don't have a whole lot of coins. Okay, highlight on map. So I'm gonna go over here and go to the hide tanner, start activity, and I'll just do one of these real quick. So this is like a transitional road when you're traveling between locations. And yeah, Gobbie versus Gobbie. Sorting your hides. Oh yeah, I'm at the tanner person. I guess I have to have them do it for me. And you can't see the progress bar that's like down here below the bottom of the screen because my my window isn't big enough for that. Okay, now that I've made that leather, I can go to the crafting thingy. Wait, hold on. What's my equipment looking like? I have boots, I need gloves. Crafting. Leather gloves. I don't have thread. Maybe I'll just send my guy to pick flax for a while. Yeah, I'll just send him on that and just forget about it until tomorrow. Then I'll come back and have like 3,000 flax. You're working on your piety? You must have a lot of bones for that then. Anyway, that's Microscape. Again, it's very easy to set up. Let me do microscape.cc/ this is a cool place. So yeah, it says I'm picking flax from the field. Anyway, that's Microscape. Back to Divinity. Back to Divinity. Oh, streamer bot. There we go. But yeah, it's again free to set up, very easy to set up. All you have to do is enable it and authorize it. And from there, it'll just do stuff in the background. You can just set your character to fight rats. Ooh, a crumpled note. You can just set your character to fight rats for a while, and they'll like level up in whatever you told them to level. So like you have to pick either defense, attack, or strength. So like accuracy, attack is accuracy, strength is damage, and then defense is dodge rate. And then you can increase your health by wearing armor and stuff too. Read. Destroy after reading. 1. Purity of mind. 2. Order of society. 3. Discipline of body. 4. Loyalty of the divine. I feel I should memorize those.
The whites must have surely taken it.
There's a rat.
Mistress is free! I can sense it! She'll summon me now. She must do.
Nothing interesting.
So that's Chem. Anywhere else, he'd be a 10.
The whites must have left something of value behind.
This journal was apparently used for tracking the patrol routes of Ark's paladins. Each target is described in detail, from the gender and hair color of each paladin to the fit and condition of their uniforms.
Where are they?
Order of Society.
Greetings. I hope you enjoyed our little show. It may have escaped your notice, but we have just taken over an entire Magister barracks and the whole place has to be searched. So, what is it?
You seem rather happy to execute one of your own.
She disobeyed orders. She paid the price. I won't shed tears for some traitor.
Well, what has happened between the paladins and magisters?
The whites have betrayed the memory of Lucian in the most heinous manner. We've had our suspicions, but when Lord Ahu proved their collusion with the Black Ring, it was time to act. We put a stop to their treason.
I feel like the voice actor for Linder Chem is a lot closer to his microphone, or just generally recorded louder. Which is nice, because I'm looking in OBS and it's matching my voice levels almost. Whereas some of the voice acting in this game has been much lower, and I'm like, I don't want to have to keep adjusting the volume, but it is a little annoying.
The order must persist. The order must endure. The Magisters can no longer have power.
You mentioned a certain Lord Ahu. What more can you tell me about him?
Lord Ahu? Surely you've heard of him. Rummage around in your childhood memories, pick a legend, and you'll find a scrap of a tale involving one of his feats.
So this is the first time in this game, in my playthrough, that Ahu has been mentioned. Ahu is a major character in Divinity Original Sin 1. He is a wizard who takes the form of a cat, often. There's some back and forth as to whether he is originally a cat or not. But, yeah, he is a character that dates back to Divine Divinity, the first game. So a long-standing major figure that we will probably see in the next Divinity game, if it's going to be at the scale that they're proposing.
More recently, he's taken the most honored post as the Keeper of the Cathedral, where he oversees Lucian's final resting place. It's no wonder he took an interest in the White Magister's crimes. Their betrayal is one against the late Divine himself.
Do you know something about where Dallas might be?
The Lord Dread lies in the harbor, but the hammer isn't aboard. Nor is she among the piles of Magister bodies. But rest assured, your help is not needed. My paladins will find her, and she will face divine justice.
That you know that Dallas has a plan? You need me.
No. The paladins will root out this evil. But do not fear, we will find her. And I promise you, if she is involved in this Black Ring conspiracy, she will suffer justice.
Wait, hear me out. Dallas has a weapon called the Atirin, and plans to drain the source from all Rivellon.
The old warrior steeples his hands and stares at you as you speak. When you're done, he sits back, silent for a moment.
I knew she was mad. But this, I never imagined. Very well. We know that Dallas and the Whites conducted their heresy from these barracks. If they were all working for the Black Ring, and I believe they were, there must be some sign of it in this building, perhaps even a safe house.
Hopechild, to answer that question, after. From what I remember, it is after. The upcoming Divinity game will be set 100 years after Divinity Original Sin 2. One of the most knowledgeable content creators on the Divinity series that I follow is Wolfheart FPS. He's a very chill guy. He's made numerous videos on Divinity lore. I don't know how much he's actually played any of the older games, but he has been keeping track of that and various other RPGs. But I remember one of his questions being whether or not Divinity 2 Ego Draconis is canon, because Ego Draconis actually takes place in a later year than Divinity Original Sin 2. So this isn't actually the latest point in the timeline, assuming that game is canon.
We don't have much yet, but we will tear down every brick until we find their wretched hiding hole, and then we'll haul Dallas into the light.
What do you know about Dallas? Tell me everything.
I know a lot more after your tale. Using the Atirin to steal the source from the world? She's lost her mind. Although much as I despise the creature, I have never known her to be a coward. She fought well in battles against the Black Ring. Wherever she's hiding, she will not go quietly.
What have you found so far?
Not much. At least not yet. The White Magisters were in these barracks when the fighting began, an entire cabal of them. If we find them, we will find Dallas, I have no doubt.
They ran like rats from a burning shed, so they must have left some clue, some trail.
Find it, follow it, and bring me the location of their den.
Thank you for the information.
I pray it helps. Voidwoken at one gate and the Black Ring at the other. We need to stop this madness. Do you need anything more?
I have something to talk about. Something I'm curious about.
And? Out with it.
I met the witch, Windigo, and she told me that you're Black Ring.
Kem's eyes turn very, very dark.
I cannot count the friends I have seen cut down by the Ring, nor the outrages against humanity that I witnessed at their hands. I am Lord Commander of the Paladins, Guardians of the Faith, Lucian's own. I kill Black Ring. Never forget that.
Wolfheart never used to pay attention to lore in games, so you didn't enjoy watching them as much. Recently did a thorough playthrough that was lore-based of DOS games, and was glad to see him actually enjoying reading the books, learning the stories of the game he was playing. Yeah. I've only been following him for a little while. I forgot how I found him, but I'm pretty sure it was during the Q&A panel for... Or it might have been after the new Divinity trailer that I started looking into more information. But I know that I started following him like as a live streamer during that Q&A panel.
Now, if you're done with gossip, I have things to do, and so do you, I imagine.
All right. He denies being Black Ring.
Treachery and
I'm gonna keep...
I'll have Raymond's head for this.
Intelligence brief. This journal was apparently used for tracking the patrol routes of Ox Paladins. Oh yeah, we already read that. Warden's report. You can barely make out the writing, so hard did its author press the pen against the page. From what you can tell, this report details the results of the Magister's barbaric interrogation techniques. Yeah, that is absolutely the whole point of CRPGs, is like the intense lore and that kind of thing. Granted, you know, the combat, I find the combat in this very fun, even without all the lore. But why put all of this narrative in and all of this world building in if no one's going, if you don't want people to engage with it? And to me, I experience video games as an art form in the same way that I would experience a novel or a movie or whatever. I want to get out of it what I interpret to be the message of the developer. I'm not just here to have a playground. I want to have the experience that's been delivered to me. So if there's stuff that's been written, if there are cutscenes to be watched, if, you know, that sort of thing, I don't ignore that for the most part. Now, the crafting books in this game, I haven't read basically any of them, but almost every other book I have. And maybe I'll go through a big read of all the books. Maybe not all the books, but a good chunk of some of the books. The Path and the Pilgrimage by William Bradford. Only the most faithful will make the expedition, and not all will survive it. But should you wish to travel to the great city of Arx to celebrate the divine Lucian, I can surely map the safest passage when embarking from the Reaper's Coast. On foot from the fishing village of Driftwood, through Paradise Downs, and over the mountains into Arx. Do not sail directly into the city. Its harbor will be so lively as to be impenetrable. I think I already read that one. And that one's interesting because you actually can follow the bridge. Ooh, Raymond's orders. You can follow the bridge in Act 2 through Paradise Downs, but it's destroyed by that Voidwoken that's plaguing the area. This mundane list of duties looks to have been distributed amongst magisters throughout Reaper's Coast. That's just Raymond's orders, okay. Magister letter. Trefar. I know you like to wag that razor tongue of yours, but you need to keep yourself in check should Dallas come round. You remember Pretty? He had a tendency to talk back, just like you. Well, last time Dallas showed up, she brought that Friedman character along with her. You know, the creepy fellow that's been teaching Alexander. Pretty just couldn't keep the jokes to himself. Called Friedman the Hammer's hooligan, loud enough for everyone to hear. That was it. Friedman snarled, waved his hands about, and Pretty burned. From inside out. Until he was melting in blue-hot flames. He screamed to Dallas for mercy, but she just watched, smiling, until he was naught but a pile of smoking ash. He's got to be more than just some wizard's lackey, Trevor. He's so powerful. Even the whites looked terrified when it was all over. So I'm telling you, be on your best behavior. You don't want to be Friedman's next example. Gower. I don't think I've read this one. I think I do want to do a stream, and I'd be happy to have anyone tune in for it, where I just go through all of Hubert Cranley's encyclopedias and read all of them. And it might not need to be a whole stream. It might just be like 20 minutes or so. But there are a lot of them, and there is a bookstore. And Hubert Cranley himself lives in Arx, and you can just buy all of his books from him. In the beginning was the source. Here the historian Hubert relates this history of source. The pure energy that constitutes the creation of raw material of all life. The power that opposes the destruction and nothingness of the void, bringing balance to the planes and power to the gods. Okay, I've already read that one, but I was already halfway through it by the time I realized. Painting of Bishop Alexander. Iffin, would you like to add that to wares? Tales of the Seven Gods on the origins of Lucian. Yeah, maybe I'll... Too much to carry? What? All, sort by, wait, go. F5. You thought that in your next playthrough, you're going to keep every Cranley book you find, loot, to see if you get all of them by the time you finish, or by the time you get to Cranley's home anyway. Yeah, I wonder if I actually do have all of them, because I've been picking them up pretty obsessively. Actually, I should store some of these books on Lady Vengeance. Oh. That should give me a little more. Why is there a wooden box in here? Potatoes, send to beast. And to wares.
anything important here, the Whites
Okay.
must have surely taken it.
F5. Oh, those aren't worth anything. You can't move, encumbered. Why is Iffin encumbered? 202. All. Oh. Red Prince, you can hold on to that, right? Yeah. Red Prince can sell a painting.
This fight was set on purpose.
Oh, they're worth like 25 gold. That's good to know. I get to be kind of a hoarder in these games. So I think on my first playthrough, oh god damn it. Out. I think on my first playthrough with my ex, we had started collecting all of the books. And stashing them in the Lady Vengeance in the library.
The plaque reads, "To Order of Society."
Hold on. Oh, did I think I stashed that book. Huh.
Society, the Magister saying.
Yeah.
Bloody order in this place.
Nothing. Just more Magister.
The plaque reads, "For Loyalty to the Divine."
There's 4 plaques.
Engraved on the plaque are the words, "Discipline of Body." The plaque reads, "Purity of Mind."
Purity of mind.
Engraved on the plaque are the words,
Discipline of body.
"Discipline of Body."
I want to say this third one.
The plaque reads, "To Order of Society."
I'm purely going off memory.
The plaque reads, "For Loyalty to the Divine."
Last picked up. Oh, the plaques do have the numbers on them. That was 4. So it was Purity of Mind, I think, first.
The plaque reads, "Purity of Mind."
He didn't say the number out loud that time.
The plaque reads, "To."
And it should be that one and then that one.
Engraved on the plaque are the words, "Discipline of..."
Yeah, he skips the number on 2 of them. Where are you going?
Nothing. Just more Magister
The plaque reads 4, loyalty to the divine.
Look out! I see a trap nearby.
Why did Red Prince spot that, but I didn't? Oh, he has higher wits now. Explains a bit. Purity of mind, order of society, discipline of body, loyalty to the divine. I think it comes up. I think those are both clues.
Look out! I see a trap nearby.
Like, the book is a clue and the plaques are a clue. They're not actually the solutions. Because I'm pretty sure there's a button. Just casually finding a level 18 dagger in a cupboard. You know, good on them for having exquisite taste in cutlery. Yeah, that's an upgrade, even without the finesse rune. Manage runes. Add to wares, add to wares. Wait, I wanted that. Hydro, persuasion, perseverance. It's not as good as the Shadow of Fear, though. I'll hang on to that. Fish.
What's this? I found something.
There we go.
A combination lock is embedded into the face of the hatch with 4 numbered dials.
Take a closer look at the lock.
A sequence of numbers has been engraved on the face of the mechanism. 1324. Below this are 4 dials.
Oh, wait. 1324. Okay.
Each of the 4 dials bears 4 phrases that can be rotated into place. The first dial must be set.
1324. Purity of mind.
The mechanism clicks. The second dial has the same 4 phrases to select from.
Discipline of
the
body.
The mechanism clicks once again. The third dial bears the same options as before.
Order of
Another
society.
Click. One last dial remains, with the same phrases as all the others.
Loyalty to the divine.
The final dial clicks. Then, deeper within the mechanism, the sound of gears turning and a bolt withdrawing. The hatch yields, clicking open.
Down we go. Down the hatch.
Someone worked hard to keep this place secret.
It's just Raymond's orders. I don't know. Yeah, I do know where this is. Right. Malachite. Ruby. Gold necklace. Glowing amulet. Lucky find. Lockpicks. Oh, opportune to give me those lockpicks. Bottle of wine. Actually, I'll have Beast pick up the wine. Orc tusk. Empty honey jar. Open records. Prison transport vessel Seaborne Justice. Live cargo inventory. For conveyance to Fort Joy under the authority of High Justice Orivand. Maul, male elf. Leste, female dwarf, healer. Visar, a male lizard. Balladeer, a male human, violent temperament. Modi, male human, juvenile. Burrow, a male human. Elodie, a female elf. I remember her. Gawain, a male human. Dominic, a male human. Tam, a male human, juvenile. Griff, a male human, known racketeer and criminal authority figure. So Griff is the guy that, like, you need to find his Drudene that's being smuggled in oranges in Act 1. Rula, a female elf. Kana, a female human. Butter, a female human. Margot, female human. Mira, female human. Of noble ox stock, do not allow outside correspondence. Han, a male human, juvenile. Han is the boy that's on my ship that goes and fetches me stuff. Verdus, male elf. Hilda, a female human. Known black marketer. I think she's the one that sells the, Is she the one that sells the, scoundrel stuff? Oh, you can craft knockdown arrows with antlers? I should grab those. Callius, male lizard. Jeth, a male human. Farah, female human. Mona, a female human. Sam, a male lizard. Dane, a male human. Argumentative, possible troublemaker. Laszlo, a male dwarf. Unis, a male elf. Rezik, a male lizard. Coral, a female human, juvenile. Migo, a male human. Note, blood relative to a serving magister at Fort Joy. Possible conflict of interest. There's actually a quest with Migo to get his ring for her, for his daughter. But he has gone mad. I think because of the purging process that they reveal is going on in Fort Joy. Vosnia, a female lizard. Nabora, a female human. Some metalwork skill. So Nabora is the one that actually took my collar off, and I mentioned it earlier in this stream that because I had her do it, I learned the technique to work with that technology to disable the cage so that Wendigo could get out of it. Stingtail, a male lizard. Magilla, a female human. Stingtail is the one that has information on Sabile's master and is also the one that has stolen the Drudeni from Griff so that he could dream, and the Red Prince can dream with him to gain clues onto how to get his empire back. So it's I don't remember all of these names, but it is cool that a lot of them are characters that you meet earlier in the game. Can I open that? Nope. Not with that attitude, I can't. Oh, hold on. GGobbie.
The list in the records is a long one. It bears many familiar names. People you met, people you fought, people who were kind to you. Most, it seems, you will never see again.
So many poor wretches. Hopefully their suffering is at an end now.
I can't bear it. There are good people on this list. People who didn't deserve any of this.
Further proof that the Divine Order is anything but civilized.
These people deserve better than being stuck in Fort Joy in the name of the Divine.
Picklock. Dinner. I suppose we can dolph that up a bit. Let's see. Consumables. No, crafting. Recipes. Food. Dolphin stew. Make a little meal for me and Beastie. Although it'll probably be Beast and Red Prince eating it because it's a strength food. I almost never use food though. I need to remember to do that more. There's that source point over there I need to grab. Theodore Archibald. Can't see him very well, but huh. There's a door here. Door goes down into here.
Much effort to maintain secrecy. What are the Magisters hiding?
Do I remember this room? I do remember this room. F5. Geists. Now that we all went right through the oil barrels. Geists are level 18. Yeet. Okay. Yeah, walk up there for now. Ow. Not great. Vacuum aura. Same to you, jackass. Oh, Rad's been silenced. Still hits stuff though. They have no resistances. Bless, Red Prince. Oh, I could have just fortified him. Ah, well. Rallying cry. Oh, whiffing. Yikes. I forgot to put Guardian Angel up, too. Throw you over there. Uncanny Evasion, Red Prince. Restoration, Red Prince. Can we... Oh, wait. He's silenced. He can't do that. Whirlwind, though. So Guardian Angel. Oh, I shouldn't have slowed him down. He had ruptured tendons. Guardian Angel makes it so that I think you take half of all damage dealt to other characters in the circle. So it's an aura. It's like a cover aura, I guess, to put it in more Final Fantasy-ish terms. Oh shit! The ruptured tendons. Let's Bone Cage, get 2,000 fucking health out of that. No, let's not do that. Adrenaline, no. Raining Blood. Oh, it's Blessed Blood. Pretty. Bloodsucker, GGobbie. Sure, Dome of Protection. Ow. Yikes. They hit hard. Encourage. First Aid, Red Prince. Summon Soul Wolf.
Glory of mine.
Wolf Howl. Munch. Nice. Wow, okay. Superconductor. Soothing Cold. It's all blessed fire? I'm not sure how that happened, but I love it. I hope I didn't destroy anything important in here. Should I have avoided that? I mean, it's so pretty, I don't really regret it. Let's take some advantage of it.
I'm ready.
Get some healing. Yeah, that was really pretty. Let's just run through it a little more. Ow. Oh dear. Op attack. Op attack. No more magic armor. Where did all of it go? Maybe the blood rain? That was weird. Gag order. Dominate mind. Fortify red prince. Nice op attack. Oh. Is what hurting the Geist? The fire? I think it's healing the Begeists, but I'm not super concerned about it. Come on. There, we're in the circle. Blinding Radiance. Favorable wind.
Prepare yourself.
Okay. Tentacle Lash.
Glory is mine.
Crippling Blow. Oh, I missed. It's one down. Mosquito Swarm. Petrify you. Are you still ruptured? No. Ballistic shot. Soulmate Beastie. I don't know why Beast. I should have gone for someone else, but. Oh, they're self-healing with the fire. Pass turn. Electric discharge. Healing ritual. Fire's back to normal. Shaken Claw. That's probably a waste of a turn, but that's fine. Pawn back to here. Flurry. Shackles of Pain. Yeah, he didn't say a chicken. Oh no! Damn, Iffen went down. Let's bring you back up into the bubble. Nope. Uncanny evasion, Iffen. Reactive shot. I yield to none. And just shoot him. Ooh, that hit hard. Nope. Dang, I can't get there. Heart of Steel. Cloak and Dagger. Infect. Ow. Rupture my tendons, will ya? Ballistic shot. Easy enough. Singed notes. Read. The paper is singed almost beyond legibility, save for repeated mentions of the divine that can be seen. Question is, do I want to be able to read that one? I could do that fight again. It wasn't hard.
I've spotted something.
Spotted something? What did he spot? Oh, I'm on Beast. The report details the many and varied ways in which the dwarves are suspected of plotting a preemptive attack on the Divine Order. Following strict military protocol, the author of the report suggests the Order bide their time and wait to see what the next dwarven move might be. Lies and slander. Hopechild, how important do you think that was? The singed note. Oh, there's notes here too. Meeting notes. Meeting notes. Present Dallas, Alexander, Raymond, Kem. Summary. Sorcerers are to be invited to Fort Joy and interred until the Voidwoken threat is contained. Those who refuse the invitation will be otherwise compelled. A cure to sorcery will be sought and established upon the selfsame isle. Assenting opinions, Dallas, Alexander, and Raymond. Dissenting, Kem. Interesting. Oh, the important ones are on the main table? Okay. Civilian ledger. Given the content of this report, the Whites were keeping a track of more than just sorcerers and paladins. They were building files on all of the Ark's populace. Encrypted book. Nonsensical words sprawl across this book, as if an ogre had eaten the alphabet and vomited it upon the paper. You presume it to be some kind of code, but have no interest in deciphering it. Red Prince, can you read that? No. Okay. More singed notes. The charred letter is barely legible, but you discern the words Nameless, Utmost, and Alexander around the soot and scorch marks. I feel like there's lore there, and it's gonna bug me if I... But I won't worry too much. It's getting somewhat late, and I want to make sure I get a little bit more in before I call it for the night. I think I may, instead of streaming tomorrow, because I streamed today, I may stop by school just to talk to student services. I have financial aid bullshit to worry about. They were called singed notes even before the mass fire started? Okay. This document contains the details of one Karen. Seriously, do not leave him unattended. The danger is immense. They didn't call him the Mistake for nothing, you know. He can control massive amounts of source if given the opportunity. I shudder to even think of what happened last time he was in full control of his powers. Oh. Oh! Oh. Where is this? Oh, I know where this is. Wait, there's stuff to loot up there. This is where I killed Wendigo just earlier. Trap disarming kit. Bloodstained tome. We like those. A record kept over months, perhaps years, written by many hands and stained with blood and gore of various hues, from russet red to black. The book records experiments, grievous intrusions inflicted on living sorcerers and suspected sorcerers. All involved a search for source within the victim's body. All result in the victim's painful, drawn-out death. Nothing succeeded. The source will not be found. Okay. bookshelves. Ever more tedious. If I play through this again, I'm gonna max out Lucky Charm just so I don't feel like I'm wasting my time as much. However, level 19 armor, that's not bad. Send 2 red prints and F5 this time. Don't want to get ambushed and have to undo that again. Encrypted book. Yeah, that's again. Pocket knife. I don't know why I picked that up. Lockpicks. What's here? Oh, door. Hey, lockpicks. Haste the scroll. Another civilian ledger. Love grenade. I already read that one.
The tool is broken.
Oop. Yeah, it is. And yes, I know there are ghosts standing there waiting for me to talk to them. I will get to them. This journal was apparently used... Oh. Jar of mind maggots. Nice. Misty diamond. Orc tusk. Another warden's report. Living on the Edge skill book. So many books. I mean, so many iterations of the same books. This looks like an office of some kind. Medium Masterwork Rune of Power. Brilliant necklace. My memoirs. I remember when I was a kid, we made water balloons out of intestines. Uke. Weird little crafting hint there. Jar of mind maggots. Mind maggot grenade recipe. This letter is written in an ancient tongue. The language is guttural, demonic, and dark. Reading the note out loud sounds like an incantation. Just looking at the words feels like being taught how to work with ancient technology. I already had that recipe unlocked, apparently. More books. I think I have that one already, but I'm grabbing it. And the coup de grace. The chest up in the middle. Oh, fuck you. Don't give me a cool weapon and then have it be a spear. No one uses spears. That's a lot of cleave damage, though. I mean, I could make an argument for dropping some of my scoundrel spells. Just to have sparking swings on a weapon. No. We're gonna store it. Journal with a note. Read. Raymond, our efforts to follow the true teachings of Lucian have taken an unlikely turn. In order to save Rivellon from evils of source, we must first seek the aid of history's most notorious sorcerers, Barracks Rex. The Mad Sorcerer King will be able to lead us to the Aetherin, and then we can purge the source from wherever it lurks in the world. A captured Black Ring necromancer named Tarquin has managed to raise Brachus from his grave. As long as he remains controlled by my leash, we shall be able to use him to put our plans into motion. Once we have prevailed, we can dispose of both Brachus and the necromancer. Brachus shall remain at my side. I will present him to others as Master Vredeman, a scholar and advisor. I need your assistance in keeping Vredeman's true identity a secret. Our plan depends on it. Guard this information with your life. Dallas. Yeah. That is the important one. We're gonna chat with whomever may yet haunt this table. Yep, we're done looting. You.
The spirit of a Magister stares at you with undisguised venom.
Your time is over, Godwoken.
So's yours.
The spirit glares at you in defiance until she is no more. The spirit of a white Magister tips a vial of powder into a goblet of wine before her. She swallows it back without hesitation.
07.
The spirit vanishes in an instant.
Oh. His voice file isn't working. Did you suppose you silenced me with your pitiable display of force? Were you so naive as to think I would not come to watch my comrades make their ultimate sacrifice? Their courage is something you will never understand, murderer. Where's Dallas now? Dallas is so very close to her goal. She must be at the cathedral as we speak, hovering above Lucian's holy corpse, the Aetherin in hand. At last she will purge the powers of the gods still raging within. This is how Lucian, even in death, will become the savior of us all. With him, all source will wither. With him, divinity itself will die. No source, no Voidwoken. Remember, sorcerer? That is what we promised from the start. A cure that will save the world. We will redeem Rivellon. No longer will you and your divine ambitions stand in our way. Well, you can drop the bluster. I'm going to stop Dallas. She'll be dead or in chains soon enough.
Raymond's spirit smiles. The fanatical gleam in his eyes makes him look almost alive once more.
This world is rotten, and the rot started with the gods. We will all be better off without them. You should just stand aside and let it happen. But you won't, will you? Do you even know what you'd wish to do with these powers that you chase? Well, if I succeed, it will be my right to seize the mantle of divinity and the power that goes with it. It's power-hungry fools like you that have made our actions so necessary. Rivellon needs to be saved from your ilk. Farewell, Godwoken. Enjoy the prestige of being amongst the last of your kind. Oh, he just zooped out of here. That was kind of fun. Oh. Hello, Cam.
Excellent work. I had my doubts about you, but I'm happy to be proven wrong.
And I'm quite relieved to know that your voice files are working. Thank you.
Cam looks about, then returns his eyes to you and gives you an imperious nod.
With that out of the way, I'm sure you've prayers to submit and acquaintances to greet. My paladins will see to any further concerns. Goodbye now.
Dallas went to the cathedral. She's after Lucian's tomb.
Is that so? Perhaps she thought to convince the Keeper, Lord Ahu, to allow her entry. A foolish plan for more reasons than I can list. I wonder... Well, anyway, it looks like I will need to deal with the witch myself. It's been a long time coming. But please, take this as a token of the Paladin's gratitude. You were invaluable. Now leave us to do our work.
Hold on. We're not done down here.
You have done fine work here, friend. Do not spoil it with stupidity. Dallas is of the Divine Order. She is our responsibility. The Paladins will handle this.
I found this place, not your Paladins. I should investigate.
Stay if you must, but do not touch anything. Paladins,
Bit late
turn
for
this
that.
place upside down. I want every nook, cranny, and spider web examined. If there's nothing else, we have a lot to do.
Okay.
Goodbye.
All those dialogue options were pre-existing. Ooh. Ring of Glory, Constitution, Hydrosophist, and Geomancer. I could use that ring. On Beast. Int, Pyro,
Mistake,
Arrow,
huh?
Summoning. Yeah, we'll do the ring.
Could make quite an ally. A mistake, huh? That mistake could make quite an ally.
Books and letters everywhere. It'll take ages to cope.
It does boost Aerothergy. Yeah, we'll give that to Beast. Wait.
If a single scrap of parchment has Raymond's name on it, I want it brought here. Looks like Saunders.
Yeah, we'll give it to
Talent
Beast.
than just toy making.
And to Wares. And to Wares. Oh, right. I was going to give him Guardian Angel as a spell.
Keep looking. Take this place apart brick by brick if you must.
There we go. What to swap out? I don't really use Steam Lance. So, Guardian Angel. And Sparking Swings. Take off Icy Skin for now.
Looks like Sanders has more talents than just toy making.
Flaming skin. Yeah.
If a single scrap of parchment has Raymond's name on it, I want it brought here.
Report book. Raymond, I've received my final report from agents in ARCs. Our enemies are many, but my primary concerns are with the individuals who know how to access the Crypt of Lucian.
You're playing with necrofire.
One of these individuals is obvious, the Crypt's keeper, Lord Ahu. I know Ahu is under your surveil. See that you increase your efforts and report any unusual activities to me. He must not interfere with the grand design.
Take this place apart brick by brick.
You have done well. I trust in your continued loyalty. Picking that up. Where's that journal that I keep highlighting?
The Whites were pulling a lot of strings in Arcs, I see.
Okay, we're gonna move my camera somewhere else entirely. The handwriting in Raven's private journal is so full of flourishes, whirls, and loops that it almost seems as if he wants to obfuscate the meaning of the text within. Much of it sounds half-crazed, but some passages bear lucid details. Soon the grand design will be upon us. Soon it will be realized. The time of the White Magisters has come, the grandest design of all. We have a sacred duty to cleanse the world of the filth of the Source. Our Lucian guides us, today as always. I would have relished accompanying Dallas to the tomb of Lucian to see our final victory come to pass.
Books and letters everywhere. It'll take ages to comb through.
But I am needed here, and I shall see that my sacred duty is fulfilled. I will see no one enter the tomb, and I will destroy all papers, scrolls, and minds that would reveal the way. Interesting. Oh, that was Dallas's report, my bad. Yeah, so to prevent further entry... Okay, so these were singed letters already because Raymond couldn't allow further entry into the Tomb of Lucian.
They must have left some evidence. Why else try to burn it?
Which also explains the mind maggots. He couldn't let anyone that even knew of the secrets of the tomb to divulge that. Red, can you just step on the puddle, please? Thank you.
Look out! There's a trap nearby.
There's a trap nearby? Poisoned bottle of wine. Magister's lab directions.
Look out! I see a trap nearby.
The spore is in the new research lab. You can reach it through a hidden hatch on the shore behind the barracks. Don't confuse it with the sewer grate. Reinhardt made that mistake. Couldn't get the smell off for weeks. Okay, that's for the, the spore armor.
Careful. I've spotted a trap. Look out. I see a trap nearby.
Aha! There's something behind this painting. More Magister trickery. They
Divine.
must have many secrets to go to all these lengths. Aha!
Careful
There's
now.
something behind
That's
this
a trap.
painting.
Yeah, the traps really don't do a whole lot. Especially at higher levels. I mean, they were a big deal in DOS 1 sometimes. But...
Look out! I see a trap nearby.
Oh, stepped right on that. Hey, blessed ice grenade.
Aha! There's something behind this painting.
Alright, what's too heavy now? Put all wares on Iffin. Yeah, there's no bedroll that you can just like click on and have it work instantly, which is kind of OP in this game. It's a little bit of an oversight in my opinion. I'm not really complaining, but yeah, you'd think that if they wanted us to be more careful, they wouldn't make it so easy to not be careful. There's one more painting somewhere. Was it here? Or was it there?
Careful, I spotted a trap.
Yeah, I mean, if it doesn't break through your magic armor, then the magic armor will just reset.
I've spotted something.
Oh. Disarm. Rude. Okay. Red boy, can we... First of all, is there anything worthwhile in there? I'll just hop right in. Gold cup. Adawares. Magister Hux, do you have a ghost? You do have a ghost.
You are no Magister, no Paladin either. Resourceful of you to breach our inner circle. I'm sure Marwell must be fuming. Tell me, does Ark still stand?
Yes, Ark still stands. Why would you ask that?
Lately, I was investigating possible threats to Arks. My inquiries led me to suspect that a Dwarven enclave was planning something significant from within the city's sewers. They've long used the sewers for smuggling contraband, but something changed recently. They seemed nervous. More guards, more hidden chambers, more secrets. I fear that an attack against the city might be imminent. Good Queen Justinia seeking to take advantage of the disarray in the Order, perhaps.
And what exactly are you accusing the dwarves of concealing?
The dwarves ransacked a Divine Order ship recently. The Peacemaker. A vessel like that is commonly used for safely transporting shipments of death fog.
Right, I remember that one.
If that's what they're hiding down there, then they must be stopped.
What about the contraband the dwarves were smuggling?
There was nothing of great importance, just some restricted goods. It's whatever else they have that concerns me.
I've heard enough of that. What happened to you?
What happened? I followed orders, that's what. Magister Raymond decreed that no white magister should fall into captivity, no matter what. Better a quick poison than a sloppy thrust from the paladin blade, anyway.
Right. Do you know the whereabouts of Dallas, the hammer?
The spirit offers you a wry smile.
I'm in a poor position to keep tabs on the living. All I know is that Dallas arrived in the city with a sizable retinue of my white magister brethren accompanying her.
And do you know anything about Raymond being here?
Magister Raymond may not be with us in person, but his orders were clear, and we obeyed to the letter.
Okay, so you don't know anything, which is fine. Take my leave. Ifan, though, would you like a snack? Open report. These pages contain intelligence on you, Ahu, and Kem. Godwoken. From detailed spy reports, you can see finely written entries. Oh, sorry, I should read that in a different accent. Godwoken. From detailed spy reports, you can see finely written entries of your escape from Fort Joy, your trails through the Reaper's coast, and the haphazard mess that happened on the Nameless Isle. Ahu. The notes mention to keep a close eye on Ahu, as he has a tendency to disappear in cat form. But his presence is as vital as a keeper of the temple. Sorry, I don't know why I struggled with that one. Kem. The notes mention that Dallas personally ordered a full investigation into the leader of the Paladins. She's worried that he may have learned about the Black Pit's operation. Right. Another button. Ow! So, there's a lesson here. When a button is labeled death, maybe don't touch it. Generate clip. Generate clip. Streamer bot? Generate clip. I think I botched that. Oh, is streamer bot not working? I'm gonna reload streamer bot. It doesn't seem to be working. It's fine. It wasn't that bad. Wasn't that good of a clip. I just don't really have a lot of clips of this game. Most of my clips are from Community Day. I could use the Twitch one. There, it seems to be working. Let's chat, Gobbies. Back to Divinity. Yeah, it's working. Okay, sorry about that. A unique ring. 3 con and some hydro. Let me send that to Beast. Beastie. Yeah, we'll give this to Red. Yeah. Oh, and it grants healing ritual. Okay, yeah, it's better that I don't put it on Beast, because that would be double. Or redundant, rather. Birth of the Gods. Have I read that one? Yeah, I remember that one. (1218 AD), Lucian and the Black Ring. In this treatise, Cranley the scribe goes to great lengths to document the genesis of the Black Ring as best he can. In summary, Lucian's adopted son, Damien, was resentful of his father and became the Lord of Chaos. Which sounds extreme, but according to Hubert, Damien may have had good reason. There's much about Lucian's killing of Igerna, Damien's lover. Damien's banner attracted a cabal of outcasts, deviants, dark wizards, and various other tainted and tarnished individuals. The cabal became an army, fighting for the void. Ooh, is that a retcon? I wonder if that's a retcon. I mean, it's a slight retcon. So, since I crashed into a big piece of Divinity lore right there, hey, I may as well talk about it again. I don't know if I want this belt yet. If you are at all interested in exploring the earlier portions of Divinity, that book did just kind of spoil a chunk of it, but I'm about to like kind of detail Damien as I remember it from some months ago when I was playing through the earlier games. Because a lot of DOS 2 players don't really know anything about Damien. You only find mention of him in these Cranley Hubert books. But Damien, or rather Lucian, was the player character of Divine Divinity. He ascends, as I mentioned in earlier streams, he ascends to Divinity at the Council of the Seven and yada yada yada, defeats the agents trying to summon the Lord of Chaos. But he fails. Sort of. He, you know, you, the player, and this, again, if you are wanting to play through the much earlier games, this would be a lot of spoilers. But those games Sven Vink said himself that those games are not necessary for understanding the upcoming Divinity game. In fact, I don't think any of them will be. I'm hoping that the new Divinity will be a well enough self-contained game, just like this one, that you don't need a lot of backstory to still enjoy it. But I was curious, so I went through and played them all. So Damien, or rather Lucian, defeated the final demon that was, I think, the Lord of Lies. He possessed a prince at Stormfist Castle. Prince Janus. I remember now, yeah. Not the best name. Anyway, the Lord of Lies transforms into a big demon. He's the final boss. I used Polymorph, which is very overpowered, to turn him into a little froggy and splatted him. But in the ending cutscene, there is a baby on the altar. And this baby is the Lord of Chaos reincarnated. The Lord of Chaos was the big bad that they fought in the I think probably Janus is a two-faced Roman deity. I mean, yeah, that makes sense that they were pulling from. Oh, is it really? Interesting. Well, consider me educated. That being said, it does sound like anus. Just, yeah. It was a bit of a jump scare. Anyway, so this baby is the reincarnated Lord of Chaos. And he was defeated in some time prior by the allied forces of the Seven. So orcs, lizards, everyone got involved in that driving out of the demons and all of that. But this baby, Lucian adopted and named him Damien and raised him to be, a kind young man. But like all teenagers, Damien grew restless and wanted to go out on adventures and be like the other young men. So at some point he enlisted in the Paladins, which are like Charlemagne's Paladins, not like just the generic D&D Paladin where they're devoted to a single god. The Paladins are devoted to Lucian specifically. That is the name of the faction, the Paladins. But at some point, he fell in love with a woman named Igerna. And she began to teach him a little bit of magic. And then she began to explain to him his origins, that he had deeper power within him. And Lucian was so enraged by this and determined that she was an agent of the Black Ring trying to awaken Damien's powers. So he went and executed Igerna himself. Damien walked in as he was doing this, ran off, formed an army, and then went into battle against the Paladins. But at some point during this story, it's in the novella called Child of the Chaos. At some point during this story, Lucian had found a temple of rifts. Rifts being portals between worlds. Move my camera here. And one of those rifts goes to the realm of Nemesis. And so during the battle, Lucian lured Damien to that rift temple, pulled him into the portal to Nemesis, and bound him there, and with his divine powers as the divine, he cast a spell on him, making it impossible for him to rift travel back out of Nemesis. Unless it was at the discretion of either Lucian himself or one of his paladins. So during Beyond Divinity, and this is like, honestly, Beyond Divinity was not a very good game. And the final boss kind of pissed me off because I had no idea it was coming and did not prepare for it, and there was no way to backtrack and undo. But Beyond Divinity introduces the concept of soul forging, and a demon soul forges a paladin who had been brought there and imprisoned there to a death knight. And the soul forge process requires that that if one of them dies, the other will also die. Their fates are bound. And there are ways of breaking the soul forge, but it's complicated. But in any case, the journey of Beyond Divinity is trying to get back out of Nemesis and back into Rivellon. And you, the player, are that paladin, and you and the Death Knight manage to get back out of Nemesis. But the Death Knight reveals that he is, in fact, Damien. And he exploited your position as paladin to break the spell and make it so that he could leave and return to Rivellon. Also, while he was in Nemesis, he caused a demonic invasion that killed all the Renar, and now it's inhabited by demons. But then Divinity 2 happens, and Damien is already kind of the big bad. Lucian is already dead. But that chronologically would take place after this one, assuming all of those three games are canon. But in any case, Damien is essentially the big bad. He is the Lord of Chaos, reincarnated. Lucian tried to prevent him from becoming that, from going into that, but he failed, in part because he was so ham-fisted about it. And that's kind of an ongoing theme with Lucian as a character. After the events of Divine Divinity. And I think it's very reflective of how Larian as developers view the player, or rather what they want the player to feel like they're allowed to do, and like the amount of freedom that they gave the player in Divine Divinity, that you're allowed to do some pretty atrocious things in Divine Divinity. Maybe not as bad as some of the stuff you can do in DOS 2, but you know, you can steal, you can kill, you can like murder in cold blood, that kind of thing. You can do a lot of stuff, but ultimately what you are is just someone kind of fumbling around in this world. And that is kind of how they wrote Lucian. He is literally just a guy derping around with divine powers. So I love that they continue to write him as kind of a well-meaning dumbass, again with divine powers. And I think between so abruptly executing Igerna, thus putting Damien on his revenge quest, and also the way he unleashed Death Fog on the Black Ring and wiped out most of the elves in the Elven homeland. Between those two things, I think they really reflect just how clumsy he is as a god. Or as a divine. He's not a god exactly. Anyway, that's my spiel on the story of Divinity as a series. Sorry for the ramble. Hope it was interesting. I find it really interesting. I know that a lot of the like finer details within the Divinity like older games aren't going to make it into the newer one, but I'm really hopeful that
Careful now. That's a trap.
Enough of it is retained that I can feel some satisfaction for having played through them and experienced them. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed that, because yeah, I'm very always excited to share what lore I know about whatever. Okay, we had 4 buttons. Purity of mind.
There's some mechanism at work behind these walls.
Something something society. Discipline of body.
Sounds successful.
Oh wait, no, I did that wrong. Purity of mind. Discipline of body.
There's some mechanism at work behind these walls. There's some mechanism at work behind these walls.
Something something society.
There's some mechanism at work behind.
And something something divine. I don't remember the exact tenets. We just read them a little bit ago, but... Oh, there it is. Purity of mind, order of society, discipline of body, loyalty to the divine. Yeah. Did we click that one? Oh, I opened an inventory. Gold!
That did the trick, by the sound of it.
The 500 gold, and that is an enormous pile. I could Scrooge McDuck into that thing. Oh my god. Oh, there's a little bit more in the chest. Expensive ring. Add to wares. Oh, there's another hatch. Oop, I forgot to add the wares. Ah, whatever. Bust of Alexander. It weighs 150. Oh, those are actually worth a lot. Holy shit. Too much. Oh, okay. That's what that was. Got it. Get this pumpkin out of here. Virtue token. Oh, interesting. I'm gonna have to get rid of more stuff though. So in Ego Draconis, since I was already kind of lore dumping, Ego Draconis is like the first part of the Phase 2 games, where Divine Divinity, Beyond Divinity were Phase 1. Divinity 2 and Dragon Commander were Phase 2, and the Phase 2 games are very heavily focused on the idea of a Dragon Knight. But at some point you do meet Damien, and he is still the big bad. In fact, he is... Okay, yeah, that's what that was. What did I just blow up? Weird. I don't think you actually fight Damien in Divinity 2. But I do have a theory that Damien is still supposed to be alive after that game. Even though... No, the upcoming Divinity will take place in a year after that one. So I would not be at all surprised if Damien does show up again in the new Divinity game. Because the and they established it in they established it in DOS 2, but they're sorry, they established it in DOS 1, but one of the ways to break a Soul Forge is to turn one member of the Soul Forge into an undead, into a lich. They pronounce it lich, but I'm not entirely sure if that's the correct pronunciation. Hey, crossbow. Iffin. Panties. Take the panties. We can leave the socks. So Brackus Rex, the Source King, he is now going by Vreedeman, as we just learned.
Those magisters are craftier than I thought.
Brackus Rex was soul forged with his sister Cassandra, but he broke that soul forge by turning her into a lich. And that was something that the villain of DOS 1 was trying to learn, was how to do that, because she was soul forged with her sister. If I remember correctly, Damien was also soul forged with Igerna, his lover that was executed. And I think by some weird bending of fate, you actually undo her death in some way. But it's heavily implied that she dies, but you never see Damien die. So I'm wondering if maybe Damien's now able to persist without her. There's so many dead magisters and silent monks and stuff out here. Suppose if I need source points, I can just come over here. All right.
What do you think the paladins would do to us if they heard you going wrong like that? Arcs are still a free city.
You know, it's actually coming up on time for me to close out stream. But yeah, thanks for listening to me ramble. I'll probably go over this again.
Nature.
Some of this again as it pertains to some of the stuff that I read in Cranley Hubert. Or, you know, I may mention some of it again upon finally going into the final battle. Whatever's relevant kind of thing. Honestly, this game added a lot of lore. DOS 1 added a lot of lore as well, but this game added probably more mainstay type lore. But even then, when I compare the amount of lore in the Divinity franchise to what you can find in Baldur's Gate 3, I feel like Baldur's Gate 3 has a lot more that it draws from because Dungeons & Dragons is such a long-running IP. So how they managed to expand the new Divinity game to be bigger than that even, I'm not sure. But I'm still very excited. I'm excited for what they come up with. I know that they have the creativity behind them. Anyway, yeah, as always, comment, like, subscribe, follow those of you on YouTube. Did I record? I am recording. Good. I will be heading into school tomorrow. I probably won't stream. Music's getting a little intense here. Yeah, I'm heading into school tomorrow. I probably won't stream. But come follow me over on Twitch, and you will get notifications when I do go live, which, you know, for the next several weeks, well, maybe not several, next few weeks, I should have a little more time during the week to stream. Otherwise, I'll be on the weekends. As always, have a good night, YouTube.